This is the plaintiff, Milan Silpak. He says he's known the defendant for 30 years, so he thought nothing of loaning him money so he could buy another lunch truck and expand his business. The defendant even promised to pay him back double when his sales increased. Not only didn't he get his money back or interest, the louse used his loan to buy illegal cigarettes. And it turns out his friend of 30 years is nothing more than a big liar. He's suing for $2,000, the amount of the loan. This is the defendant, Ralph. He says he repaid the $2,000 loan as promised and even gave him $300 in interest. 6 months later, the plaintiff calls him saying he owes him more money, pulls out a tape recorder and says unless he pays up, he's going to the feds about cigarettes. Huh? He's accused of being out to lunch.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated and come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Milan Silpak. Is that how I pronounce your name?
Yes, Milan Silpak.
You are suing Ralph. You've asked us not to mention your last name, so we'll respect that, for $2,000 in a loan that you made to his lunch truck business that he, according to you, has yet to repay, correct?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, about 30 years ago, I know Ralph from my hometown.
We're going to start 30 years ago? Because I got a lot of people waiting out there.
Oh, okay.
30 years ago.
Well,
all right, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So 30
about,
years ago, you know him.
I know him from the gym that
Okay.
I went, and his father had a lunch truck.
Did you stay friends all that time?
No, not really. Just acquaintances from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And his father had a hot dog truck on the avenue. So when my son was
Which avenue are we talking about?
Franklin Avenue in Belleville, New Jersey.
Okay.
So I used to bring my son up there. After that, we moved for about 10 years, and then I went back to a gym in the town where Ralph's from, and I went to the truck a couple times, and Ralph asked me if I wanted to make an investment for $2,000, and I told him no, not really. I left. I told my wife.
Wait, on account of what? Like, in other words, why would anybody want to make an investment? What is he offering you? What is he saying to you?
He was offering me $2,000 more from the $2,000 I gave him. So give him $2,000. He was going to give me $4,000 back. $4,000 back.
Okay, for sure, guaranteed. Then that's not an investment. That's a loan with a usurious rate.
Well, that's what he said.
Right.
So I told my wife, and my wife said, "Don't do it. It's crazy."
Right. So what'd you do?
So I waited 2 weeks. I saw
And then
Ralph.
you did it.
Yes.
Right. Even though your wife told you not to do it. Right?
Right.
Okay, so why do you bother asking the voice of reason if you're not going to listen to her? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm just having a little flashback. Okay.
You're right.
Come on. Oh, man, she's got to be. This is like perfect mileage. It's worth the $2,000 if you're the wife to have this kind of mileage on your husband for how long? I don't know, 20, 30 years she gets to know. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I gave him the $2,000, and a month went by. I went to his truck to ask him for the money. He came up with a story. And then he finally told me it was for cigarettes that he was supposed to get, and that fell through. The guy got arrested. So I left the truck. I got my tape recorder. I went back a week later, and I taped him to show.
Did he know you were taping him, or
no? He didn't know. He didn't
All right,
know
and then to show what?
Just to show that he did loan me the money. That if I would
that you did loan him the money.
That I loaned him the money.
Okay.
So if I would ever go to court, I would have it on tape recorder.
Okay. All right. Hold on one second. What's going on? I'm sorry. Did he ever pay you anything? A penny?
He paid me about $400.
Okay. Go on.
He came to my truck in December of 2009. He overheard me on the phone. I was talking about Christmas gifts. I hung up the phone. He said to me, "Oh, you sure for Christmas gifts?" I said, "Yeah, just a little bad with the winter." He said, "Oh, I loan out money. If you need some money, be more than glad to help you out." He said, on 2000, he charged me $2,300 total back. So it'd be $300 in interest. I said to him, I could definitely do that at $230 a week. I said, but we can't start till after January. He said, not a problem. I paid him 8 weeks. He disappeared off the face of the earth.
You paid him 8 weeks of $230?
Yep.
And he would collect it how?
Come by the truck and pick up the cash.
Okay, and how would you pay him?
Cash.
Would you get a receipt?
No.
Why not? How are you going to prove you paid? You don't care, I don't care. That's easy. Go on.
In March, he came to me flipping out, said, if you don't give me $2,000, I'm going to go to the feds about something with cigarettes. I said, Mike, do me a favor. Give me an address of where I can mail you the money every week, $25, and we'll leave it at that.
And then you were going to pay $25 every week until you paid what? $2,000?
No, the $300 I owed him. I only owed him $300.
But when he says $2,000, you don't say, what do you mean $2,000? I only owe you $300.
I walked out of his car when he tried to extort me for $2,000. I got out of his truck and left. This is a year and a half ago.
Tell me about the cigarettes.
I have no idea.
All right, you have an idea? You have a tape?
Yeah, I have a tape right here.
All right. You reside in a one-party consent state, New Jersey, where surreptitiously taping someone is legal. Go ahead.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So the defendant says, yeah, I paid the guy back in cash. I didn't get a receipt. And the plaintiff saying I didn't get the money. Is the defendant out of luck?
He's out of luck. He should have documented the fact that he paid the money back.
Out of luck?
Yeah, get a contract, have it documented.
What if he looks really believable in court? What do you think?
He's still out of luck.
Doesn't matter how good he looks.
Doesn't matter how
innocent.
He's out of luck.
Out of luck. Going inside the courtroom.
Okay, would you like to listen to the tape?
I do. I live for the moment.
Ralphie boy! What's going on, Ralph? You tell me. Hey, Ralph. You know, I did nothing wrong out of this whole deal. You know what I'm saying? I did nothing wrong. I'm innocent as can be. Okay? How many cartons of cigarettes you got left? I called her. She said 20 or 30 left. 20 cartons of cigarettes left. And what, they have no stamp on them or something? They can't sell them. That's the only problem, right? Where did you get them from? You got them from Pennsylvania or Delaware. That's a federal offense, you know. Oh, no. I'm not advertising what I got. Right. No, I'm not going to sign up. I have hot cigarettes here. No, I know that. I'm trying to say I only talk to people I know. All right, so that's that. You got about 30 cartons left, huh? It's a lot of cartons. But I'll have a chunk of your money as soon as the weather breaks. I got a couple jobs lined up, but nobody's doing nothing right now with the snow. Yeah. I'm just giving you something every week to show you good faith that you're not getting screwed. Right. I just do it because I don't want you to think you were going to get bamboozled. Right. But I want to show you good faith that my intentions were never to screw you. You're not in. Right now, it's not that. I don't think hot dog. I don't think you eat hot dog on that Monday. Give me a hot dog. I'm onions and cheese. I'm sorry, cheese? Yeah. So this is a waste of day for you. Yeah. Because it is Wednesday. Your wife home?
Is there anything else relevant on the tape? Okay, go ahead and turn it off a second. What do you do for a living?
I work for the railroad.
Okay. I think I got a grasp on what you do for a living.
Not what it seems, but whatever.
What do you mean it's not what it seems? It'll be ridiculous. It's exactly what it
taped
seems.
it halfway
He gets
through.
you on tape in order to get you to do something. And what I got to get to the bottom of is what's the something? Is it pay back $300? Is it pay back $2,000 because you never paid any of the principal? Is it pay $2,000 in interest because you paid the first $2,000 but not the second $2,000? I got to try to figure out what it is he is trying to collect.
When
here.
is that from? It could be from yesterday. It could be from 6 months
What
ago.
difference does it make?
Because when he's desperate, he came down and made a desperate move, is what I'm trying to say to you.
A desperate move and taped you admitting to all kinds of illegal stuff that you can't do?
It wasn't illegal.
It's
I
not
wasn't
illegal
selling.
to buy hot cigarette cartons?
I wasn't selling them.
Really? That sounds like you were. But, you confuse me with somebody who cares about that. I have one objective, and it's to figure out what really happened in this case. So I'm going to give you your last opportunity to tell me what really happens with the loan. This is the last time I'm going to look at you and ask you.
I told you.
I want to know the real original deal.
The original deal was $230 a week for 10 weeks.
Okay. So he was going to loan you money for just a measly $300 return. And
Measly
not a
on 10 weeks,
$2,000.
that's $300.
Say it again?
10 weeks, $300 is measly?
Yeah, I think it's measly when you don't pay.
I paid him.
Yeah, here's a problem with that. How are you going to prove that? See, what I want to make sure is this, that he is not trying to collect an additional $2,000 in interest, because he can't get $2,000 on his original $2,000 in interest. That's illegal. You see? That's illegal.
But I just told you, I gave him $230 for 8 weeks.
Perfect. Now prove to me that you paid the $230 for 10 weeks. See, the problem with your tape, too, is that your tape is all about stuff that I guess you thought would be effective in getting you paid. Apparently, he didn't care, because you then tell him, hey, I taped you, and I now have evidence that you're committing a federal offense. And what did he say to that? Did that get you paid?
No.
And did you go to the feds with it?
No.
And are you planning to go to the feds with it?
No.
Okay. So I have a very clear handle on the illegal activity that he admits to on that tape. If I was a federal prosecutor, I'd have a perfect case to start. Now, I'm not. I'm the judge trying to figure out how much he owes you at this point. And so wouldn't it have been better to just ask him, when are you going to pay? How much are you going to pay me? How much of you, look, you still owe me X, and get him to admit he still owes you X. Like that's a question you didn't ask.
I've been asking him for the money. It's always
no, I know. I'm just saying, if you're going to go through the effort of the tape, get the stuff you need on the tape. Did this guy ever pay you anything other than the $400 you're talking about?
No.
Okay. Let me tell you the law, gentlemen. First of all, in your state, different states have different rules about loans, and apparently, the state of Jersey really doesn't want to encourage loan sharks. And so when someone loans $2,000 on the promise they're going to get paid $4,000 a month later, that's loan sharking, for want of a better term. And so what the state of New Jersey does, and they're not even the strongest on this, is they say, you're not going to get to collect any interest. That's what they say. Okay? So what do we have? We have him claiming to have paid you. I don't believe him. Okay? And you're out $2,000. We have you admitting that he's paid you $400, which is, I have to now deduct from the $2,000 since the $2,000 is the max that you can get. So I'm ruling in your favor in the amount of $1,600 plus your court costs. That's my verdict.
Okay, Ralph, so the judge gives you credit for having paid back $400 of that loan and awards him $1,600. What's your feeling on this?
Just all a scam.
What was going through your mind when you heard that tape in here?
Laughing. It's a joke. Come on. So anybody can tape anybody and just bring it to court.
In New Jersey, it's a one-person state. Yeah, you didn't realize you were being taped at the time? He was repeating everything you were saying.
It was at work, Don't trust nobody, that's all.
How do you feel about being taped like that?
Just goes to show you can do anything you can just to get what you want.
All right, right around the corner there. All right, so step on in here, and you're able to get back, the principal that's left over.
$1,600. Don't trust a friend no more.
Well, you understand the laws in New Jersey on what you're allowed to collect?
No, I didn't know. He told me that he was going to give me $2,000 back. I didn't tell him that I wanted $2,000 back. That's what he told me, so.
Are you still loaning money?
No.
Harvey?
The rules of taping somebody without their consent vary from state to state. For example, in California, if you're calling somebody, you don't get their permission and you tape them, it's a crime and you could actually go to jail for that. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.